Something is hiding in your house. And my beloved child, God is speaking to you in this very moment, drawing your spirit closer with an urgency that cannot be ignored, with a whisper that feels like a push, with a divine pull that reaches into the deepest part of you. Archangel Michael stands beside this message. His sword of light raised, his voice firm, steady and commanding. He says this is serious. He says this is for you. You are being instructed not gently but directly because heaven has watched you endure far too much, and the time has finally come for the truth to be spoken to you in a way you cannot overlook. Something is hiding in your house. Something that has been watching you closely. Not to harm you but because it desperately wants you to know its purpose. You may not have felt it clearly, but heaven has watched its movements. God has seen it waiting, hovering, trying to get your attention. And now the moment has arrived for the message to reach your heart. You must understand first that God would never allow anything truly dangerous to stand near you. You are protected in ways you can't even see. You walk through your home daily without realizing the number of angels who stand at every threshold, every doorway, every corner, forming a barrier so strong that no darkness can enter. What you feel around you, sometimes the sudden change of air, the sense of being watched. The moment a small object feels out of place is not your imagination. It is the presence of something that carries meaning. Something heaven has permitted to hold space near you only because it is connected to your destiny, your healing, and a chapter of your life that must finally be revealed. Archangel Michael says you have ignored too many signs lately. Not because you don't care, but because your heart has been exhausted. You have been overwhelmed, carrying more weight than one soul should carry alone. You have cried without explaining why. You have felt sudden heaviness in your chest without any explanation. You have awakened at strange hours for reasons you did not understand. These things were not random. They were signals. They were moments when the presence hiding in your home was trying to reach you, trying to whisper, trying to bring your attention towards something you needed to know. This presence is not a spirit seeking to frighten you. It is not something dark, evil, or harmful. God would never permit such a thing near you. This presence is tied to a memory, a person, a promise, and an unfinished message from heaven. Someone who passed long before their time has been trying to communicate with you, not by force, but by gentle insistence, waiting for the right moment when your spirit would be calm enough to listen. This person has walked through the quiet spaces of your home, stayed near the room where you sit the longest, remained near the objects connected to your past, and waited with a patience only love can hold. And God says they are finally allowed to speak. But before the message is revealed, heaven wants you to breathe, to steady your heart, to know without doubt that nothing will go wrong with you. You are safe. You are surrounded. You are divinely covered. Every part of this message is wrapped in light. Nothing here is meant to harm you. You just have to trust God and keep your soul open for the next few moments. There is something hidden in your house. Not physical in the sense of objects, but spiritual in the sense of presence, meaning unfinished emotional energy. This presence has followed you even when you were unaware. Sometimes you may have wondered why a certain part of your home feels warmer or why you suddenly feel comfort in one particular room. You might have sensed a familiar scent that appears out of nowhere or felt a brush of invisible air move across your skin. You may have even found yourself speaking aloud without knowing why. As though someone was prompting you that someone was, they have been trying to tell you something you were not ready to receive earlier. Heaven respects divine timing. God never forces a message too early and He never delays one too long. Today the timing has finally aligned. Today the energy is open. Today your heart is strong enough to hear what was once too heavy for you. The presence hiding in your house has observed your loneliness. They have seen the nights you tried to be strong but felt yourself breaking inside. They have watched you pretend to be fine around others while your soul felt like it was shattering. They have walked beside you during your darkest hours, wishing they could wipe your tears themselves. The reason they remained hidden is because heaven needed you to reach a certain point of spiritual awakening first. And you have grown, you have matured spiritually, you have carried pain, but refused to let it shape you into bitterness. You have held faith even when your hope was trembling. And that growth has unlocked a doorway. Tonight, this presence has been waiting to reveal the truth. And Archangel Michael says it is time. Someone who loved you deeply when they were alive, someone who knew your heart better than most people ever will has been trying to guide you. They have been watching the situations around you that you have been confused about. They have seen the way certain people treated you unfairly, the way some betrayed you quietly, the way some spoke against you behind closed doors. They have seen every tear you shed because of someone who should have protected you but instead hurt you. They have been watching the spiritual warfare around your destiny and have been fighting for you in silence. Helping angels shield you from attacks that could have destroyed you, emotionally and spiritually. This person wants you to know that something connected to your life story is about to change drastically. They want you to be prepared. They want you to stay strong. They want you to stay open to divine signs because the next phase of your destiny requires your awareness. They hide not from fear, but because heaven only lifts the veil when the heart is ready to see. God says this presence has been trying to draw your attention toward an area of your home. Perhaps a corner, a room, a shelf, a certain object you rarely notice. Something there holds a connection to your past. And heaven is activating it now so that you don't ignore it anymore. There is meaning attached to it, an emotional memory that was never resolved, a story that was never fully closed. Heaven wants you to finally understand this so you can release the emotional weight that has held you back. You have wondered why your spirit occasionally feels restless. The reason is that your soul has been carrying an emotional burden that didn't belong to you alone. Someone else involved in your past held a secret, carried guilt, or left something unsaid that has affected your life deeply. This presence is the bridge between what was left behind and what is coming next. Archangel Michael says, this message is serious because if you ignore it, you will continue carrying emotional baggage that heaven is trying to help you release right now. God is trying to free you from something that has weighed on you for far too long. Something in your house symbolizes a story that must finally be closed so your blessings can flow without blockage. You may have noticed small physical changes recently. Objects moving slightly, lights flickering once or twice, sudden chills followed by warmth, a deep urge to clean or rearrange something. These are not coincidences. These are signals heaven has been using to nudge you, to prepare you, to move your awareness toward the spiritual message attached to the presence in your home. This presence is gentle, loving, protective. It does not seek attention. It seeks healing for you. It wants you to know that a blessing is approaching. Something bigger than you have prayed for. Something that will shift your life in ways you cannot yet imagine. But this blessing requires spiritual space, emotional space, energetic room. And that is why this message comes now, because heaven wants to clear the old energy so the new gift can enter your life. This presence wants you to know that they are proud of you. They have watched you fight silent battles. They have watched you rise again after every setback. They have watched you give kindness even when people didn't deserve it. They have watched your faith survive storms that could have broken you completely. They stay in your house not to disturb you but to support you, to guide you, to help you avoid the wrong people and walk toward the right blessings. God has sent this message urgently because the next weeks of your life hold significant spiritual movement. Doors that were stuck will begin to open. People who hid their intentions will be exposed. A long-awaited opportunity will finally reach you. Patterns that kept repeating will break. And the hidden presence in your house has been preparing your energy for this shift. This presence is connected to a message from God. You are safe. Nothing will go wrong with you. No harm will touch you. The heaviness you feel sometimes is not danger. It is transformation. It is spiritual shifting. It is the shedding of old wounds. It is the clearing of past energies. You just have to trust God and pray. Your prayers have been heard louder than you know. Heaven has been moving things behind the scenes in ways you can't yet see. There is something else this presence wants you to know. Something important. They have watched someone around you betray your trust. They have seen someone pretend to care while secretly speaking negatively about you. They have watched someone misunderstand your heart, misjudge your kindness, or underestimate your strength. They want you to know that God is about to remove this person's influence from your life permanently. What has been hidden from you will be revealed. What has been said behind your back will come to the light. What has been unfairly done against you will be corrected by divine justice. Archangel Michael stands by this message with urgency because the energy around your life is shifting quickly. The presence in your home knows this and wants you to feel supported rather than afraid. They want you to know that their presence has been a shield, a comfort, and a guide. They were allowed to visit your home because God trusted them to protect you through a vulnerable chapter. You will soon notice that the atmosphere in your home feels lighter. Your sleep will improve. Your intuition will strengthen. You will start to feel warmth in certain areas, peace in rooms that once felt heavy, and a deep sense of clarity that wasn't there before. This is because heaven is purifying your space. The presence that was hiding will no longer need to hide. Their message has been delivered. Their mission is complete. But they want you to carry this final truth. You were never alone. Not for a single moment. Not in your worst night. Not in your heaviest pain. God saw you. Heaven protected you. Angels surrounded you, and the presence that stayed quietly in your home stayed only out of love for you. Now God is clearing the path ahead of you. Trust Him. Pray. Walk forward with confidence. Something beautiful is coming and the old energy must fade to make room for it. You are safe, you are protected. You are chosen. And heaven is closer to you than you think. My beloved child, God says this message is being delivered to you in a moment when the atmosphere around your life is shifting in ways you have not yet seen. Archangel Michael stands beside you right now and he speaks with a firmness that is not meant to frighten you but to awaken you. He says, I order you to open your heart to this message. Don't ignore this. This is serious. This is for you. Something is hiding in your house and it wants you to know the truth. But this something is not a danger, not a force meant to harm you, not a dark shadow waiting to pull you down. It is something spiritual, something divine, something connected to your destiny, something you have unknowingly carried with you for months. Maybe even years. It is a presence waiting for the right moment to reveal its purpose. And now heaven says that moment has arrived. God says there is a message stored inside the walls of your home. A message you have been sensing but never fully understanding. You have felt it during the quiet hours when suddenly the room felt still and heavy with an unexplainable peace. You have felt it when you walked into a room and sensed that something was different as if the very air was whispering to you. You have felt it when your thoughts drifted in directions you couldn't explain. When you felt watched over, protected, guided by something you could not physically see. What is hiding in your house is not an object. It is a divine assignment. It is a spiritual presence placed there by God to guard you, warn you, prepare you, and reveal to you something life-changing. Archangel Michael says, there is an angel who has been stationed in your home for a reason that is unfolding now. This angel has been silently watching over you, especially in moments where you felt alone, confused, stuck, or overwhelmed. You thought you were facing your battles by yourself, but you weren't. You thought no one understood the depth of what you carried, but heaven did, and that is why this message is coming with urgency. There is something connected to your past, something connected to your family line, something connected to a prayer you prayed a long time ago. Something connected to a situation that nearly broke your spirit. It has been waiting for the exact divine moment to reveal itself. And God says that moment has come. This presence in your home has been trying to get your attention. Maybe through dreams. Maybe through sudden chills when there was no wind. Maybe through objects in your house moving slightly or falling without explanation. Maybe through lights flickering for a second. Maybe through sudden intuition, sudden thoughts, sudden warnings, sudden shifts in your emotion. This is not your imagination. It is spiritual communication. God says He has allowed this presence to stay close to you because you are entering a season where hidden truth must be revealed before your breakthrough arrives. Something in your life is about to change permanently. Something is being opened. Something is being removed. Something is being exposed. Something is being prepared, and you must be spiritually aware when the shift begins. The reason Archangel Michael is speaking with such urgency is because he knows how close you are to a major divine turning point. He knows there is something you have not yet understood. Something you must be aware of for your next chapter. Something that has remained hidden too long. God says that what is hiding in your house carries a message your soul has been waiting for. It carries answers to questions you have cried about. It carries explanations for things that never made sense. It carries a revelation that will help you move forward with clarity, strength, and confidence. This message is not here to frighten you. It is here to free you. There is a spiritual shift happening in your environment. The walls of your home have absorbed your prayers, your tears, your frustrations, your hopes, your sleepless nights. Every room where you have broken down, every corner where you have whispered, "God, help me." Every place where you felt emotionally exhausted, haven't heard it all. And now something sacred is awakening inside your home as a result of your faith. God says an angel has been walking through your home at night. You have felt it when the room suddenly felt peaceful. You have felt it when the air felt thick with protection. You have felt it when you suddenly felt calm after being overwhelmed. This angel has been guarding your doors, your windows, your rooms. It has been blocking what was meant to harm you. It has been stopping the spiritual attacks that were sent against you. You do not know what has been blocked, but heaven knows. And Michael says, if you saw what was stopped from coming into your life physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, you would fall to your knees in gratitude. God says there is something else hiding in your house too. Not a presence this time, but a blessing. A blessing that has been delayed, paused, held back. Waiting for this moment. It is a blessing connected to your calling, your finances, your relationships, your peace, and your destiny. It has been hovering in your spiritual atmosphere like a gift waiting for permission to be opened. The blessing could not enter your life before because you were not ready, but now you are. God says the blessing will reveal itself through unexpected signs. A message, a call, a decision, a sudden release, a shift in your spirit, a change in the energy around you. Something is about to open up. Something that was blocked for too long. Archangel Michael also wants you to know that your home is a portal of protection right now. This is why you may be feeling unusual energy. This is why you may be sensing someone watching over you. This is why you are feeling guided, supported, or even uncomfortable at times, because your soul is picking up on something divine. Michael says you must not ignore the signs. Your intuition has been sharpened by heaven. When you feel something is off, trust it. When you feel something is right, trust it. When you feel guided to do something, trust it. When you feel pulled away from someone or something, trust it. There is a spiritual message waiting to come to you through your feelings, through your dreams, through your environment, through moments of silence. Pay attention to what you feel when you walk into different rooms. Pay attention to the thoughts that come to you suddenly. Pay attention to the dreams that repeat. Pay attention to the signs that appear unexpectedly. God says this is how the hidden message will reveal itself to you. Something inside your home has been trying to warn you about a person who has not been honest with you. Their intentions were not pure. They were hiding envy, jealousy, or manipulation behind kindness. But they did not succeed in harming you because heaven stood in front of you. What they wanted to block will be given to you anyway. What they spoke negatively over your life is being reversed. What they hoped you would lose, you will gain double. Your home knows this. That is why the energy has been shifting. God says there is something else hiding in your home. A memory you forgot. A moment in your past you dismissed. A sign you did not understand. Something connected to your destiny. And now heaven is bringing it back into your awareness because it contains a clue about your purpose. Michael says your home is spiritually active because the next phase of your life is awakening. New doors are forming. Old doors are closing, people are being removed. People are being brought in. Situations are being rearranged. Everything is shifting behind the scenes. The spiritual world is preparing the physical world for what comes next. God wants you to feel safe. Not scared. He wants you to know He is with you in every room. He walks ahead of you. He protects you when you sleep. He stands at your door. He fills your home with angels who fight battles you will never see. You are not alone. You have never been alone. What is hiding in your house is God's protection, God's presence, God's warning, God's promise, and God's revelation. All of it is for your good. All of it is happening because your breakthrough is closer than you think. God says nothing will go wrong with you. You are safe. You are protected. You are watched over. Your home is covered. Your mind is covered. Damn. Why, beloved child? God says this message is reaching you in a moment when your heart has been quietly asking for clarity, protection, and truth. Archangel Michael stands near you right now. His presence strong, steady, and urgent. He says, I order you to listen. Do not ignore this. This is serious. This is for you. His voice carries a deep protective power, not to frighten you, but to lift you into a place where you can finally see what has been happening around you. There is something hidden in your house. Not an object, not a spirit meant to harm you, not a dark force trying to attack you, but a truth, a sign, a divine signal that you have overlooked because of the noise in your life, the pain of your past, and the heaviness of your heart. God says, you have been walking through your days carrying burdens that were never meant for you. Worries that drained your soul and doubts that whispered lies into your mind. But there is something inside your home, something quiet, something waiting, something sacred that wants you to finally notice it. God says that this hidden thing is not dangerous. Instead, it is something that carries the message you have been crying for. It is something connected to your healing, your breakthrough, your next chapter. Archangel Michael says it has been trying to reach you, nudging you, calling you, trying to make you pay attention. You may have felt it as a sudden chill, a sudden warmth, a sudden thought that comes out of nowhere, a memory that returns at unexpected times, or a moment when you felt like someone was watching over you. Michael says, that was me. That was us. That was heaven trying to speak. God wants you to know that you are safe. Absolutely safe, nothing will go wrong with you. Nothing will harm you. Nothing will touch your life unless God allows it for your growth. You are protected. You are surrounded. You are guarded by layers of divine presence that you cannot always see but can always feel if you slow down and breathe. This hidden thing inside your house is not a danger. It is a divine reminder. It is the answer to a prayer you whispered long ago. It may be an object you have forgotten, a message someone left for you, a moment waiting to unfold, or a sign that will reveal itself the moment your heart becomes still enough to notice. God says you have been so overwhelmed with survival that you haven't been able to see the miracle He planted right next to you. Archangel Michael says, you have been fighting battles silently, battles in your mind, battles in your heart, battles with your emotions, battles with fear, battles with exhaustion, battles with people who pretend to care but secretly drain you. You carry so much pain that even heaven felt it. Michael watched you go through nights where you cried without telling anyone. He watched you talk yourself out of giving up. He watched you choose strength when weakness felt easier. And He says you did not fall. You did not break. You did not surrender. And because of that, something powerful is coming. The hidden thing in your home is connected to this. It is connected to your destiny. It is connected to a shift you have been waiting for. God says your environment holds a spiritual imprint of every prayer you have prayed, every tear you have shed, every moment of courage you showed, and every time you chose faith, even when fear tried to overwhelm you. Heaven saw everything. None of it was ignored. God says that the energy in your home has been shifting lately. You may have noticed changes. Your intuition becoming sharper, your dreams becoming stronger, your thoughts becoming louder, your spirit becoming more sensitive. These are not coincidences. These are signs that your spiritual frequency is rising. Something inside your home has been activated by your prayers. Something that was silent is waking up. Something that was waiting is beginning to reveal itself. This is why Archangel Michael insists that you must not ignore this message. He knows you have brushed off signs before. You doubted yourself. You questioned whether God was really speaking. You wondered if you were imagining things. But this time is different. This time the message is too important to overlook. This time heaven is literally stepping into your space, your home, your atmosphere, because your life is shifting in a way that requires your awareness. God says the thing hiding in your house is truth. It is clarity. It is revelation. It is the moment your spirit has been waiting for. It may manifest as something physical, an object you suddenly feel drawn to, a forgotten letter, a message, a symbol, something you find unexpectedly. Or it may manifest spiritually. A sudden realization, a powerful intuition, a dream that feels real, a voice inside your heart that finally speaks clearly. God says that for months, maybe even years, there has been a spiritual veil covering your eyes. Not because you were unworthy, but because you were not yet strong enough to face the truth that is now coming. But your strength has grown. Your heart has expanded. Your shadows have been confronted. Your fears have been weakened. Your spirit has matured. And now for the first time you are ready to see what you could not see before. Archangel Michael says that the truth hiding in your home is connected to your protection. Something has been silently safeguarding you. An unseen presence, a shield, a spiritual covering placed upon your life. He says that if you only knew how many times danger passed your door but could not enter, you would fall on your knees in awe. If you only knew how many tears heaven wiped away before they even reached your face, you would understand why God says you are safe. If you only knew how many attacks were blocked before they could touch your life, you would trust God even more. God says there is nothing to fear, nothing to panic about, nothing to run from. This revelation is not to scare you. It is to strengthen you. You have entered a season where God is revealing things that were once hidden, exposing things that were once unclear, and bringing divine truth into your life with a force so strong that you will feel as if a weight has been lifted from your chest. Michael says, the reason this message feels urgent is because your life is about to shift, something is coming, something good, something powerful, something life-changing. Your spirit has been sensing it. Your intuition has been whispering it. Your dreams have been hinting at it. And now heaven is confirming it. The hidden thing inside your home is the key to your next chapter. It is the sign that God is moving in your life right now. It is the proof that you are not alone. It is the evidence that there is a divine purpose following you, guiding you, pulling you into a new season of abundance, healing, peace, and restoration. God says you must prepare yourself emotionally and spiritually. You must trust Him completely. You must pray. You must be still. You must listen. He will show you exactly what you need to see. He will reveal exactly what is hidden. He will guide you with clarity so strong that you will not question it for even a second. You are safe. You are protected. You are chosen. You are covered. Nothing will go wrong with you. Nothing will harm you. Nothing will interfere with what God has planned for you. All you need to do is trust Him. Just pray. Just breathe. Just listen. God says the truth hidden in your home is the beginning of your breakthrough. It is the first sign that your miracle is closer than ever. It is the signal that heaven is working in your life in ways you cannot yet understand but will soon see clearly. Archangel Michael stands with you now. His wings surround your home. His sword guards your path. His presence fills your atmosphere. He says, "Do not be afraid, this is divine. This is sacred. This is for your good." God says, "Be at peace. Something beautiful is coming. Something powerful is unfolding. Something holy is moving around you. You are safe. You are protected. You are watched over. And the truth that has been hiding is about to reveal itself just for you, my child. Listen closely. For this moment has been brought to you by divine arrangement, and there is no coincidence in the timing of this message. God says that what you are reading right now reached you because heaven has been watching the weight on your heart. The confusion that has been building inside you and the subtle signs around your home that you felt but could not understand. Archangel Michael stands beside you as these words unfold. And he wants you to know that you have been guided here because something inside your home has been calling out, waiting patiently for the moment you would finally pay attention. It is not here to harm you. It is not here to threaten you. And it is not here to frighten you. It is here because it has held a message for you that only you were meant to receive. God has been watching over you and protecting you every step of the way, making sure that nothing harmful reaches you. making sure you are always safe and reminding you that trust and prayer are the keys that will open every door meant for you. For weeks, maybe months, you have felt a strange heaviness at unexpected hours, a sense that something around you was shifting. Perhaps you dismissed it as imagination, perhaps you told yourself it was stress or overthinking. But heaven saw every moment you paused. Every moment you wondered why a certain room suddenly felt different, why a small object moved without explanation, or why you heard a faint whisper in your intuition telling you that something was trying to speak to you. God says this: you were not imagining any of it. You were being prepared. You were being guided. And now the divine timing has opened. And Archangel Michael says, you must not ignore this message because the truth wants to reveal itself gently, lovingly, without fear, without chaos, without any darkness. You are divinely protected. You are wrapped in God's light. Nothing in your environment has authority over you except the presence of God. Something in your home has been waiting for your spiritual attention. It is not a danger. It is not a curse. It is not anything negative. Instead, it is a presence connected to a memory, a blessing, or a message that you were meant to unlock at this exact point in your life because your soul is ready now in ways it wasn't before. Sometimes spiritual energy settles around an object or a corner of the home not because it is stuck or lost but because it is waiting for you to become strong enough, peaceful enough, or open enough to understand its purpose. What you are feeling is not something trying to scare you. It is something trying to reach you. God says that this energy has been guarding you, watching over your nights, surrounding you during difficult moments, and comforting your spirit even when you did not know it was there. This is why certain days your mind felt calmer than it should have. Why certain nights you slept deeply even after a stressful day. Why sometimes you felt an unknown warmth around you as if someone stood close when you were emotionally exhausted. Those moments were not random. That presence was gently protecting you. And now heaven is opening the truth to you because it is time for you to receive what has been held back until this moment. Archangel Michael says he ordered this message to reach you because you have ignored too many signs, not out of disobedience but because you were scared to misinterpret them or scared to take them seriously. But now the time for subtlety has passed and the truth is meant to be spoken clearly. Something in your home carries spiritual memory. Something you own, something placed near you, something that has remained with you longer than you realized has absorbed divine energy. It wants you to know that it holds a message of comfort and reassurance. You are not alone. You were never alone. And every step you took in loneliness, heaven walked with you even in silence. God says that this message is meant to awaken your awareness to the miracles happening around you. You have prayed for protection. You have prayed for clarity. You have prayed for answers. And heaven has responded not with fear but with gentle presence. Nothing around you is harmful. Nothing is haunting you. Nothing is trying to disturb your peace. Instead, something has been waiting for you to acknowledge it so that it can release what it has held for you.